Hey all, and welcome back to The Wolf Among Us. I'm Agent of Mischief. Let's jump on into episode 3, why don't we?
Our stories used to be so simple. We had a beginning, a middle, and an end. But ever since we moved to this awful city, everything's gotten so confused.
I can't tell you anything.
You can't or you won't.
Snow. I just want you to be careful. I almost lost you once, and...
I'm not yours to lose. I'm not going to be an errand girl for Crane anymore.
She looks like Holly.
It's not Holly, it's her sister Lily.
She was hooking to pay down debt. Eventually, the only people she owed were at her work. You know, that shithole club, the puddin' and pie.
My name is Nerissa.
Well, Nerissa, I've got some questions. The open arms.
Oh my god. What is it?
It's Crane.
He's so creepy. Such a creepy man. So I wish they didn't draw him like
spineless
that.
little fucking rat.
Just
Crane?
like,
Ugh, God, you think you
seems like an
know a
anti-Semitic
person.
caricature.
Bigby, you have to tell her.
I know.
What's going on? What did you find up there? You know, other than the...
I just need to find Snow.
Why? What's going on?
Shit!
Crane's been... Oh, Bigby, calm down. Everything's going to be fine, okay? It's going to be fine.
Crane might be following Snow. If I can find her, I can... God damn it!
Okay, it's going to be okay. Where did you see her last? Did she say where she was going?
She took Holly to the business office to prepare for the funeral.
Lily's funeral?
Yeah.
How do you know
I was just at the Trip Trap, and I heard Gren telling some folks about a funeral at the Buckingham
the
Bridge.
Trip Trap? Are you drinking?
When?
Right now. They were on their way out.
Man, it's just like supposed to be a perfect
Bigby?
happy couple, but why do they keep some secrets for each other? Oof.
Wait.
What?
Snow's been through a lot. There are things she doesn't talk about. Just, please be careful.
What are you trying to say?
You know how you
That was
felt
meaner
when you
than
saw that picture?
meaner than I meant
Well,
that
it's
to come
going to
out.
be much worse for her. Just remember that.
I feel like Bigby is softy at heart secretly, but sometimes the options they come out so much meaner than I think they're going to. It's like when people hadn't seen the game before, so they didn't know that glass him meant that you like bashed the woodsman over the head with the cup.
Lily had many friends, but few Fables she was truly close to. If you're here,
But it's like
then
that
you were
for
part of a very
quite a lot of the
special
game.
set. People she trusted and cared for. I won't offend you by claiming one day that the pain of losing Lily will ever subside. I know as well as you that it will never subside.
Hey, Lair?
But I also know that the memory of Lily will
Your
sustain
Highness.
as well.
Oh,
and it will
Sheriff.
time.
You don't look like you're fucking
I'm
blue
sorry,
anymore.
How you holding up?
And it is
About
in
as
that
well as you
spirit
think.
that I'd like to
I haven't
talk
had
about
any other,
what you've all been so
it's
grateful
never been
to
as
share.
bad as when you saw me, at least.
Your memories of her.
I was angry
She
at
could
first,
be stubborn
when I heard that
and
Lily was getting a
patient,
funeral.
rash and
Holly was
thoughtful.
getting
How she
closure.
carried a torch
I
for
wanted
the
that
old
too.
ways, for tradition,
And I wanted it for Faith. But
pageantry.
then I remembered
And most of all,
Faith lived a
it
story
seems
Lily never
how
did. She had her
Lily loved
adventure. She got to live in the
dearly
light of forever
friends
after with
and
me.
family.
For a
She
while.
loved being around
So let Lily have the better
good
finish.
times and bad. I
I'm
never met
sorry,
Lily,
Lawrence.
but from
I know, Sheriff.
what I've been told,
See, but that
Thanks for
came out
saving
as
my life.
nice as I wanted it to.
Take care of
Sometimes
things,
Bigby is
okay?
just... He's too
and
much.
now we'll have our moment of silence. Thank you.
I'll miss worrying about you. I'll miss our fights. I'll miss you. Holly.
Bigby, is everything okay?
No, not you.
Holly, it's...
He wasn't fucking invited.
Holly, wait.
He has no right to be here. Not after what he did.
Holly, I'm sorry, but I had to come.
You throw my sister down the witching well, and you have the nerve to show your face here? After you lie? After you promise me?
Holly, wait. That was Crane. Just Crane. He disposed of Lily's body before Bigby could do anything about it.
Fucking Crane.
I'm telling
I'm
you
gonna
the
beat the
truth.
shit out of
Don't
that little
cover
nerd
for
myself.
But this genuinely wasn't his fault.
You can't tell me Bigby gives a shit about this.
I do
Crane's a
actually.
fucking prick, so this doesn't surprise me.
Hey, what do you know? We actually agree on something.
Bigby cares, Holly. He's trying to help. And I'm sure he has a very good reason for being here. But this one isn't on him.
Why are you here anyway? And don't say it's because you care about this.
Everything okay?
I just came to pay my respects, Holly. I don't mean any harm.
Oh, really? You have no respect you can pay. You don't care about any of us.
Okay, look. Bigby and I are going to have a little chat far away from the ceremony, all right? Look, Holly, I know how this must
No, you don't
For
know
being a
how this
creep?
must
I'm gonna
feel.
beat him up
You have
for
no
throwing away
idea.
Lily's body.
Don't fuck
Denying her
anything up.
sister a proper
Don't bother
funeral. It's
anybody.
fucked up.
And when the first sign of trouble comes, and it will come because you're a goddamn walking trap for it, I want you the fuck out of here.
I just want to get Lily's killer, Holly. Nothing more.
Let's just continue, okay?
This is such total fucking bullshit.
Let's go, Holly. It's your turn to talk.
I know you didn't come here to pay your respects, so whatever it is better be wildly important.
It is.
It's been hard enough making a connection with these people.
Lily was Crane's prostitute. I followed a lead to this shithole motel, the Open Arms. Crane had a room there, and he's been taking prostitutes, or at the very least Lily, and making her look like you
Because
while
he's
he
a
was...
fucking creep.
You know.
This is... I don't even know what to say right now. I really don't. I'm just trying everything I can right now to not picture it.
I'm sorry, Snow. And I'm sorry I had to be the one to tell you.
You're sure this is what happened? This is what he's been doing? Because please, Bigby, don't confuse things.
Crane has been taking photos, Snow. Lots of photos.
Photos that show him...
He's been recording his visits with Lily.
God. Look, let's go back to the business office. I doubt Crane's there at this hour, but we need to talk. And this isn't the place.
Snow,
Narissa, what is it?
I'm sorry, but Holly's asking for you.
Are they starting the burn?
Yes. Everyone who spoke should really be present for this part. She's kind of distraught. You're not leaving yet, are you?
She can stay for now,
2 minutes.
I think.
I don't mean to be,
No, I understand.
No, I get it. Take your time.
it won't take long.
How'd it go at the motel? Did you find anything?
Unfortunately, yes.
It was Crane's room. But you knew that already, right?
Nerissa!
Marissa
Yeah,
stops telling people secrets.
coming.
Constable? Wait, easy now, girl.
Yeah, I've been
You know
wondering
how
where
this
those
goes.
assholes went off
The first
to.
thing in a visit, you say, how do you do? How do you do?
What are you doing here?
That is the question, isn't it?
I thought the
Or at
question was
least
to be
a
or not to
question.
be.
We'll snip to the chase for all sakes. A little bird told us that you're fit to go after Crane. And you see, we have an interest in that particular boy. So you leave Crane alone, and we'll leave you alone. Just take a little vacation is all.
You have 3 seconds to fuck off before this goes to a place you don't want it to.
Oh, I don't have my stopwatch on me. So what's it gonna be? We have a deal? You leave Crane alone, and we leave you to yours?
I don't want to ruin the funeral.
Brother,
Just don't hurt anyone, D.
that don't sound like a yes to me. Always wanting to do things the fun way. Ladies, gentlemen, invertebrates, please, rest easy.
He
This
says,
is not
waving
hell
the
is
gun
going
around.
on?
What's happening?
Very sorry to impose, but we only had a deal to work out with Bigby. And we're unhappy to report that things did not go as smoothly as planned.
Bigby, what is he talking about?
Never you mind that, it ain't any of your...
What deal? Stop this shit. Right now.
He hasn't exactly been a good sport about this. Not making our lives any easier.
Nobody's gonna murder all of us.
What did I say?
Ollie?
It's just right to do so.
You motherfuckers can come here uninvited? You think you can just fucking interrupt Lily's funeral?
Calm down, darling. It was just a simple business transaction.
You fucking freaks are not getting away with this.
Ollie, let me handle this.
Yeah, let's spare
I
all
say
the
that,
fuss.
but I
It's
just...
just a dead hole.
Oh, you
I'm
did
gonna
not
kill
say
you.
that shit. And then we're all going to murderize them.
I got it done.
Shit. Assholes. Fuck, is Holly dead? Shit. If so, I just fucked up big time. I don't remember if last time I played if she got shot or not, but god damn it. Shooting in a funeral, just so classy. Real lovely telltale.
I did as well as I could to take out the buckshot, but there's still some shards left embedded in your shoulder. They'll eventually worm their way out on their own, but until they do, you're going to be sore.
Bigby, Dr. Sweinhart was appointed Fabletown physician for a reason.
It's okay. There's only one thing you have to take away from all this. Take it easy. Don't go looking for any more fights. Keep strain off your heart.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Is she?
She's fine, Bigby. I had everyone that got wounded sent home. Holly refused to let me see where she lived, so I left her
Okay,
wrangled
good.
back at her bar with a dose of juniper and spring water.
That would really fucking
Just remember
suck
what I
because that's how
said.
she went
The
out.
stitches won't hold up if you continue to act like you normally do. Everything in moderation. And eat more chicken.
Look, I'm not the one who creates the situations. I'm just the one who has to deal with them.
I think
So you
you
say.
help create them a little bit, bud.
Business office. I know, I'll have to call you back. The town is starting to find out.
Well, I'll leave you two to it then. Miss White, Bigby.
So, to
I'm sure
recap,
she's seen a shirtless man before.
Crane watched me through the magic mirror uncover his room at the open arms, and then he smashed it so we couldn't use it ourselves to go after him. And
It's
we know
cute that
this
she's
because
all
Buffkin was
embarrassed.
drinking in the rafters. That about cover it?
once he puts all the pieces back together, it'll be easy to catch Crane. So, I guess that's the plan, currently. But I don't know.
There's no other leads. This is it. Just wait for the mirror.
Yeah. What the hell is going on? I don't know what the Tweedles get out of this. I don't know if Crane sent them. I don't know if... I mean, this is gonna sound crazy, but do you really think Crane did it? Everything points to him. I get it, but do you really think he killed those women?
I
I'm as
don't
confused
know
as you are, to
about
be
that.
honest.
He's a weaselly,
don't
scummy
know.
little man.
It just doesn't make sense.
But
He was a conniver, a coward,
I don't
a
know if
liar.
he's a killer.
And I'll always hate him for that. And I'll hate him for how he held me in his thoughts. But murdering prostitutes?
Ow!
Everything okay over there?
Yes, Miss White. I just cut myself on a piece of the glass. Nothing to worry about.
Thanks for tonight, by the way. That could have gone really terribly.
I just feel bad for Holly, really.
Yeah. Time heals everything eventually. At least, I hope so, for her sake. Can I
They all deserved better.
ask you a question? It's kind
I'm
of
so
personal.
sorry that all the women in this game are getting creeped
And
on.
I don't want to offend you.
Why? What's on your mind?
It's just when stuff hits the fan, like it did tonight, it feels like before we came to the city. It feels kind of like home. And I've heard it said that maybe in some tiny little bottled up way deep inside, you kind of enjoy it when things go wrong. Because it gives you an excuse to just,
Why even bring this up?
I guess it doesn't matter.
Guys? We have a problem.
What is it?
I can't finish the mirror. It's missing a piece.
What do you mean, missing a piece?
Yes, it's,
Crane must have taken a shard with him.
Oh, I can't believe
Of course
this.
he did.
I saw Crane pick something up after he smashed it. I'm sorry, I didn't realize what it was until now.
The mirror can't work unless it's whole.
Well, that's not entirely true.
Or what, Buffkin? What? We sit around and wait until it mends itself? We have no idea how long that will take. We're just gonna have to do this the hard way.
So the fact
I'm just
that it's
saying,
sitting
waiting is an option.
No. We can't depend on the mirror.
Just forget it. I'll find him myself.
How? We don't know where he went.
My special
He had
dog
to have left
senses.
something that tells us where he's going. He's a neat freak, but he was never that smart.
It's like
Smart enough to
Spidey
take a piece
senses,
of the
but
mirror.
worse.
We can still solve this ourselves. I know that
Never mind that. Come help me look. What is it?
It's the key to his room at the Open Arms.
You still haven't told me what was in there. I want to know. I need to know.
Crane was, paying Lily to live out a fantasy of him and you together. Forgive me if I spare you the details.
It was pretty creepy and pretty
I
gross.
keep thinking back. I keep replaying moments in my head. Interactions with him when he'd catch me in the elevator or bump into me outside. There's only so much you can repress, you know?
Snow, you couldn't have known.
No, I could have.
It's not your fault, though. You really
Come on,
shouldn't blame
let's keep
yourself
looking.
just because he's a creep. Doesn't make it your fault. And you want to help. Ichabod Crane, are there any updates on the extra funding I requested? As I explained in my last letter, condition here would do with some improvement. The conditions here could do with some improvements. I am seeing some unrest from the residents, and I have to admit I see why. The farm should not be a punishment. I'm sure you're busy, but I think this should be made a priority. Wayland Smith. If it was Wayland Smithers, I'd be like, oh my god. Dear Mr. Ichabod Crane, I'm writing to ask again that you please send someone to fix the air conditioning in our unit. It's burning up in the apartment. Pinocchio says his skin is splintering. I don't know what that means, but I assume it's something gross. And I'd really like it if you'd fix the air like we asked you 3 months ago. At the very least, provide us a fan in the meantime. Sincerely, Boy Blue. Mr. Crane, you'd say you'd paid to have the plaster redone in my building after the last incident in 204. It's falling off the fucking walls. Please fix it. I can't rent out that room as it is, and I've already been waiting for days. Not to mention, you already promised me you'd send someone to fix the big crack in the glass in the front door. Well, guess what? It's worse now. Get your shit together, Mr. Toad. Oh, I should have read that in a Cockney accent.
Did Crane ever do any work?
Only when Cole was around.
Doesn't really look like anything over here.
Hi, Mr. Bigby. I can still help you catch Crane, you know.
Oh, yeah?
How so, bud?
Yes. I saw him jump on the telephone before he left. He called up somebody. He said he needed to see his witch, or that he would need to get to the witch for that. Whoever that is.
His witch?
Yes, it sounded like the one he got his snow glamours from.
Look, the whole mirror thing, it's not your fault, all right?
You mean it?
Yeah. You didn't see anything else, did you?
No, not especially. I'll just see if I can do anything about this.
You do that. Buffkin says that he overheard Crane call somebody before he left. Sounds like he's going to see a witch, or his witch. His glamour witch.
Wait, really? None of the 13th floor witches would allow that sort of thing. They must be somewhere in the city. It's something, at least.
Find anything?
No, but there's enough notes and stuff here to take all night. Keep looking.
What am I missing? Am I supposed to yell at Buffkin? I don't really want to. It's rude. Oh, duh. There's a drawer. Didn't see that.
page here that was torn out.
Oh, yeah? Buffkin, do you know what was here?
It's a ring, at least. Every magical item not retained in the armory is assigned to someone in Fabletown. It must be this witch he is going to see.
Yeah, I only recently heard about this meeting. Why didn't you mention this before?
No one asked me.
Buffkin!
And I'm hungover. I'm sorry.
Isn't he always,
He set the meeting at 2 a.m. tonight.
What's going on? Is the mirror fixed yet?
Bluebeard, this isn't the time.
Is the mirror fixed or isn't it? You called me
I called just to see if you knew where Crane could be, and that was it, okay? And I'm sorry I said anything more than that.
Well, you did, and I know. The cat's out of the bag. So, can we find the dull pervert or not?
Bluebeard, get the hell out of here. This is none of your business.
None of my business? Crane's the murderer. He escaped. It seems he spoiled your every attempt at locating him. And now it's none of my business?
We don't know if he's the murderer.
Oh, please. Of course he is.
Look, this just isn't the time. He took a piece of the mirror, so we can't use it.
The only thing we know is that Crane's going to see a witch at 2 o'clock.
AM or
Not
PM?
have to tell him.
AM.
Listen, Bluebeard, you're not a part of this.
I don't think you're in any position to turn away help.
What do you know about Crane anyway?
Yeah.
That he has the stones to kill prostitutes like any common sex-frightened serial killer and not face a real challenge.
Look,
It's
we
like
know
back
that
in
Crane
my
is going
day,
to
we
see a witch,
serial
and it's to
killed
acquire a magic ring.
badasses.
What's the ring?
We don't know what it does or who it's assigned to since Crane tore its page out of the book.
This farce was your ridiculous idea for a plan. I mean, who put you in charge in the first place?
Fixing the mirror was the most logical
You're
thing.
a secretary. He's the sheriff. And none of you were chosen to run this office.
Why
Who
is it
elected you
that
to make these
you
decisions?
are-
Nobody, but that
Who
doesn't...
elected her to spend my money?
Well, I've been doing that unofficially for years.
I'm heading up the investigation, okay, Bluebeard? That makes this a moot point.
And somebody needs to run the business office while he does so.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
then,
Bluebeard.
excuse me for having the Commonwealth in mind.
All right, let's just look on the bright side. We know Crane is going to see the witch that's been supplying him black market glamours.
Thanks to me.
And that he'll be there at 2. So that gives us a few short hours to find out who it is and where they live and get them all at once.
And a few shorter hours, the more you babble about it.
Yeah. Just point in the direction you want me to check first.
Since Lily used the glamours, she'd have known who the witch was. And I don't think Holly's burned her things yet. It would probably have the address or a phone number or something.
And Bigby is free to go there if he likes. But I think the question you should be asking is just what do the two Tweedles know about this?
It doesn't matter what they know. After tonight, they'd never go to their office.
They're not smart enough to try and go anywhere
The
else.
Trip Trap is the better option to track the witch down.
Look, chances are I'll have to swing by both anyways.
No, chances are you won't have time.
I don't really care what you two do. I'm going to his apartment.
What? You can't just go up there.
And why the hell not?
We already looked for the key, remember? I don't know where it is.
Then I'll pick the blasted lock. I've wasted enough time waiting for the mirror to find him. I won't waste any more.
You just can't go up there alone, all right?
I've no interest in nicking his drapes, my dear, if that's what concerns you.
What concerns me is you traipsing through possible evidence.
Oh, now it's evidence.
Bluebeard, just stay out of it, all right? You'll just mess things
I
up
trust
further.
him even
They
less
can't
to
get
go
any more
through
messed
evidence and not mess
We
it up.
have to find the witch, Bluebeard, since that's where he's going.
Or the sniveling weasel chickened out.
Yes.
Never went anywhere. And is upstairs right now in his
The
pitiful
80s, they're
penthouse,
terrible going through
crafting a
evidence,
fort out of
putting
couch cushions.
fingerprints on everything.
Look, this is how a
Probably just
smart
throw
person
everything
would
around
do
the
it.
room.
So this is how we're going to do it. Wherever you go, I'll go to the other.
I don't like you going anywhere unsupervised.
And
He's
neither
up
do
to
I.
something. I don't know what it is, but we don't have the time to really worry about it now. Where are you gonna go, Bigby?
leave Crane
Screen
alone,
cap, that's
and we'll leave you alone.
I'd love to join you, but there's some business I need to attend to.
No, I'm better off dealing with things alone. I don't need sympathy and I don't need charity.
Probably we should go to Crane's apartment first.
I'd love to join you, but there's...
Crane's place is right here. I should check that out first.
Perfect. And I'll go to those two imbeciles' office.
Crane's penthouse number is 1903. Let me know what you find. I hope you know what you're doing.
Alright, we'll save the investigation for another time. If you've been enjoying this series, if you enjoy the game, you enjoy my commentary, what have you, feel free to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Maybe leave a comment if you're feeling generous. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.